Hey everyone, welcome back to All Adventures Great and Small. I'm here with my Benchmade Narrows and just wanted to do a quick review of this knife. So right off the bat, you'll see this knife is made of titanium on the frame, stainless steel on the blade, and it's got blue hardware. It's a really great eye-catching knife. What I've loved about this is it's lightweight, super lightweight. You know, the bug out really set a standard in my eyes with Benchmade for a lightweight, everyday carry knife. But really the Narrows has changed my perspective on this thing. This is a very, very narrow knife, as the name implies. You can see here, right, by comparison to a bug out, you can see the difference here really is it's even thinner. And it's a titanium frame, which makes it very lightweight for a knife that's made of all metal. Now, a couple things I'll point out on this knife is it is, I feel, a bit hard to handle at times because the handle can be a little bit slippery. Is that an issue? Not necessarily, but this is a knife I carry every day. You know, a lot of people, this is an expensive knife, and it's an expensive knife for me too. But to carry it every day, for this thing, it sits in my pocket really cleanly. And when you carry other things in your pockets as well, having a knife that isn't taking up a ton of room is really just a key thing. It's held up pretty well. You can see some wear here on the clip. A little bit of wear on some of the hardware. It seems like the blue maybe isn't holding up as much as you might expect. That's one thing of interest. The other thing I've found is I've used this knife, you know, almost daily. It's gotten some chips here in the blade. Now, I make no claims that I haven't abused this knife or pushed it really hard. But it does seem like maybe the blade steel, maybe not quite as strong as some of the other Benchmades. I'm not the expert on the blade steel. So as far as the access mechanism for closing the knife, it's super smooth, just as you'd expect. I've found too, it is almost loose. Not loose as in it's in a bad way, but on these bug outs, right, you got to work them a bit. Definitely use your hand to close it. Whereas with the Narrows, just simply pull it down and it falls. So that's kind of interesting. As far as opening and closing action, it's very smooth, very clean. And one thing I would say as well is on this knife, the hardware, the blue hardware really makes it a fun knife. So there you go. Just one more look here real quick against some of these other knives. Here's a 940 Osborne. So you can see the size difference. Again, for a comparison, just as far as the length of the knife, they're very similar. It does have a pretty aggressive curve to it. That probably reduces the overall size a little bit, but here, just for comparison, again, you can see what these knives look like together. So the blade is definitely wider, and you can see the Osborne is a pretty narrow blade, right? The bug out's a little bit more wide, and you can see just how wide this blade is. There you go. All right, well, it arrives in the standard blue Benchmade box, of course, with the little carry pouch, the clip information, the warranty card, all the Life Sharp info. So it's a blue class. It's a great knife. I highly recommend this. I've been very impressed with this as an everyday carry knife. Something that's going to be slim in the pocket and really make it easy to carry, right? A lot of people might struggle to carry a larger knife such as a Griptilian in their pocket just because it really can stick out kind of far. And if you're wearing a range of clothing, you know, jeans one day and maybe dress clothes, you know, a suit the next day, this definitely is a knife that can fit that build. And someone who works in an environment sometimes where I have to wear a suit and more business, you know, sort of attire, you know, having a knife that can cross over into that territory and not look too tactical is a great advantage. So anyways, again, this is the Benchmade Narrows, and thanks for watching. If you have any comments or feedback, please leave it below. And would love if you'd subscribe to my videos. Thanks so much.